Hi, kindergartners. Let's talk math. Lesson 6 is a problem-solving lesson, and the strategy is write a number sentence. So we are going to work on practicing how to write a number sentence. So the first thing I want to do is look at the problem of the day. So the problem of the day is a number sentence. So let's look at the top and see. I see a lot of words that I recognize here, some sight words. Do you see any sight words? I bet you do. So the first sentence says, I had 3 balloons. Then I gave 2 away. How many are left? Write the number. So we're going to use the red cubes to model this story. I had how many balloons? 3 balloons. So we're going to use these cubes to be the 3 balloons. 1, 2, 3. I gave 2 away. Remember, we X them out. 1, 2. How many are left? Well, it looks like there's 1 left. So write the number here, 1. Okay. I had 3 balloons, then I gave 2 away. How many are left? 1. That's a problem, a subtraction problem. So now we will practice reviewing some strategies. Okay, reviewing strategies. So here, let's look at what this says. All right, we are going to look at the suitcases under the airplane. There are 10 suitcases on the truck. 3 suitcases are moved to the ground. Okay. So there are 10 suitcases on the truck. Let's trace over the 10. Now 3 of them are moved to the ground. 1, 2, 3. See that one hiding back there. So 10 minus 3 equals how many suitcases are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 suitcases are still on the truck. So 7 suitcases are left. That's our number sentence. 10 minus 3 equals 7. That's right. So we're going to go on to the next page. The page says practice the strategy. So this is what you're going to be doing. Practice the strategy. There's a quilt on the rocking chair. Let's see what this says. Okay. My aunt has 8 quilt squares to sew on the quilt. My aunt has 8 quilt squares to sew on the quilt. 8. So we could use this to show 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 quilt squares to sew on the quilt. So we'll write 8 first because that's how many squares she had. Minus, all right, let's see what happens next. Minus, she sews 6 squares. Okay. How many squares are left on the quilt? She sews 6 squares. So let's cross out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She sews 6 squares. That's why I'm writing a 6 there. How many are left? 8 minus 6 equals, how many are left? 1, 2. 8 minus 6 equals 2. So our number story, 8 minus 6 equals 2. My aunt has 8 quilt squares to sew on the quilt. She sews 6 squares. How many squares are left to sew on the quilt? 2. The answer is 2. Then you will go on to apply the strategy. That means we're going to use what we've been practicing. All right, use the counters to model the subtraction story. You can use circles or whatever it is you want to draw. There are 9 toys. Okay, that's a lot of toys. There are 9 toys. So let's see if we can fit, oh, whoopsies. Erase clear. There we go. Let's try that again. There are 9 toys. That's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 toys, so we need to write the number 9. So that's how many toys there are. Minus, because we're subtracting. 4 are put on the shelf. Okay, let's cross out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 are put on the shelf. We need to write that number. 4 on the shelf. Trace the equal sign. How many toys are left to put on the shelf? How many toys are left? So let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 minus 4 equals 5. So that's the practice you are going to do. And then review. Okay, what did we learn? How many are left? All right, let's look at the question. How many are left? Okay, there are 5 playground balls outside. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 playground balls outside. So we have to write the number 5 first. That's how many there are. Minus, the children are using 2 of the balls. 1, 2. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 equals what? Count them up. 1, 2, 3. Good. So the strategy, how many are left? 3. 3 are left. Now, when you do your homework, you're going to have a little bit of practice here. Let's do a little practice before you do your homework. So use pennies to model a subtraction story. If you have pennies at home, you could use them to model it, or you could just draw. There are 4 hula hoops. We're going to use the pennies, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I write that number 4 here. 4 minus. 3 hula hoops are being used. 1, 2, 3 hula hoops. Write that number here. 4 minus 3 equals, how many hula hoops are left on the ground? 1. Just 1. 4 minus 3 equals 1. So you're going to practice those strategies in your lesson 6 packet today. And then later on when you do your homework, you're going to do some practice that looks like this. All right. Happy math. See you later.